Hello, Baton Rouge. I'm Ben Balser here at the WLFT Live Fly drone races. We're live broadcasting here from our studios, drone races, and we've got some really good pilots here. We've got some really great stories. I'm here with Randy Grip. Randy, why don't you tell people who you are and your organization?
I'm the chapter leader for Red Stick Racing, and our organization is basically, we call it quadcopter racing. We have a field at Highland Road. We're part of Red Stick RC. And,
all right, here we go. Heat number 2. Track is hot.
Y'all have races every week.
Thumbs up for good video. We got 3
Well, we
thumbs up. Everyone's got good video. We're about to start the race. We're going live on the tone in less than 5.
Out of New Orleans and Acadiana and Lafayette, and then Red River out of Shreveport.
And y'all have your own field here.
I was trying to hear it.
Well, our FPV field is Highland Road Park.
I mean, it's on TV.
Next to the
This is from.
and we also have a field at Fall Park by the river there for larger climbs and helicopters.
Nice. So, how long?
We've got 3 pilots still in the air, no crashing.
Well, we've had the park about a year, a little over a year. It's just an area set aside so we can have these events without worrying about
Ooh, Justin going down with a 19-second lap.
But the field at FAR has been there for a couple of years now.
Nice. And our event here, is this like something that you do for older people, younger people?
It's the spectrum.
Nothing with the green props. Whip around the first quarter of the track. We got Justin coming in.
6 years old. And we actually have an event where
that was Ben with 24-second lap. We get the lap leader coming across.
So we have it runs the gamut. I'm almost 50 now, and I'm flying these toys in the park here. But we all ages.
I tell you, I'm a 107 certified drone pilot, but I do cinematic flying.
Yeah, the other guy
what you guys are doing.
The other one
what I see here is just
I can just watch this, and I can call what's happening easier if I'm watching this. And this instead of looking visually, I can see what's going on.
Yeah, well, they have simulators now that kind of get you used to it. When I started, I just put the goggles on and I winged it, for lack of a better word. But now you can get a simulator on your computer. You get a radio.
Ben throwing down a 22-second
simulator
lap,
and you fly. It teaches you how to do it. And the reason we can fly so fast is we actually are in the craft. We're not looking at it line of sight, is what they call it. This is FPV, so we have the goggles. It's like virtual reality.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, we've been out here for a few hours now. We've done the eliminations. You call them the heats. So and we're down to doing what you call the mains, the finals.
Well, now we're still part of qualifiers now. We run the fastest 3 consecutive laps that we have here, and then it seeds us. It ranks us to the race off. So that's how it works. We're still in the qualifying.
And what classes are we? We're running 2 classes today, right?
2 classes. There's open class, which is anybody can win it, and then the sportsman, which is beginners to intermediate type pilots.
Okay, cool. And I know we're going to have trophies and prizes at the end for our first, second, and third in each class. That'll be fun. So let's. How far are we from actually seeing another race here? We're going to cut over to a race. We're getting set up.
Pretty close. I mean, we're probably a minute away from doing the countdown.
Okay.
I see the guys walking out with their goggles and their pilots. This is heat 3.
Okay. Yeah. See over here, pilots are taking their places at the chairs.
Let's see. I'm going to help them out.
Okay.
You want to walk over and I can help them with the time?
All right. Thanks a lot, Randy. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, pilots are taking their chairs. We do 5 pilots at a time, up to 5 pilots at a time. The pilots start at a starting point. They cross, and they cross the gate. And the gate has an electronic sensing system. It can sense which frequency each drone is on and can count which lap each person and each pilot is completing.
A high fly jinx and old timer.
Spin it all the way back around, and you see the pilots is right behind you.
We got thumbs up from 2 pilots.
High flyer.
and go down, and you'll see all the pilots
Gold
sitting.
timer.
Okay, Jinx. We got our getting a phone call. Looks like.
Man, you gotta feel.
Goggles down. Thumbs up for good video. Okay, pilots, arm your quads. Going live on the tone.
Bring
Nice
up
and
your
quiet.
announcer. Yeah, no, he's
Dude,
up.
you're snapping. You get to the point.
Then you can talk about the race.
So,
Off to a nice. I do not see how these guys can fly these
looks like
planes.
Jinx through the gate, the starting gate first, with the whole shot. Now going around the crazy Ivan.
Whenever I went around that gate,
Through there.
that back door a couple times,
Switch
I'd
back.
pop up and I'd have to wait for me to
And
go
that's
back down.
the more you warm up today, you're gonna just stay there.
After one is Jinx with a 22.5 second lap.
High flyer 31.1.
All right, second place is High Flyer. That's Scott Moss out of Baton Rouge.
Gold timer 30.8.
And Old Timers rolling lines are senior citizen. He's got to finish the laps, or the heat, because he's not fast. He's hoping everyone else crashes out to give him a fighting chance.
High flyer 30.8.
It's 2 laps for Scott, within a second of each other.
Jinx 25.8.
All right, Jinx has got 3 laps. Qualifying heat.
I can actually
The
mobile cam down in the corner, but I can't flip to it.
What?
So I can put the mobile cam down in the corner.
But
I need someone to.
do what?
High flyer 29.7.
I was thinking like go look at the pilots.
Oh, yeah.
So Scott now has a qualifying heat. 3 laps.
I'll walk over there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jinx 23.5.
Jinx, keep
High
going.
flyer 21.7.
You're not done. Keep going.
Old timer 45.1.
Old timer's done. High flyers in the gate, or partially in the gate. You got 4 laps there, though.
Jinx 28.1.
It looks like y'all are all done.
The race is completed.
Pilots retrieve their quads.
All right. So that's our first heat. Our first. Well, that's one of our last heats.
Up next, race number 4.
Daniel,
Open FPV.
Gibby, Loft,
Heat
Archer,
4 of 4.
while we're getting set up for the next
order
race,
is Gibby
this is
FPV,
Daniel. He's a
Loft,
experienced pilot, very
Archer
good pilot.
FPV.
I've been watching him fly. Very
Crash.
impressive. And he's got
a lot of hours doing this to get to where I was.
and he's got this. He was showing me this little drone, telling me about if you wanted to get into it at a reasonable price and get used to flying. Randall, tell us about this. I mean, sorry, Daniel, tell us about this.
This is we call this a whoop drone. It's a
try not to
small
say-
drone,
You've gotten
whoop,
better about
which means it has ducts to protect the person from the blades. This drone is really good because it's lightweight, it's quiet, it's safe. You can fly it indoors when it's raining outside, or if it's dark outside, you don't have time to go out somewhere. You have to find a field to fly these big, fast ones. So these little ones are great because you can fly them anywhere, and they're cheap, and you can crash them a lot because this is a really hard hobby. I can't get anyone to learn this hobby within an hour. It takes a day, 2 days to get it, because when you play Xbox, you go forward, and then you go forward on another stick. What we're doing here is one motion and another whole control motion, and that's why you might be a gamer, but
Hand coordination.
the whole
Like,
hand
yeah.
coordination is different than Xbox and PlayStation. It's a whole different atmosphere. So
Okay.
when I'm saying pick it up and try to fly, it's going to take you some time to learn, and you're going to crash it over and over and over. And that's money in parts on these big ones, but this little one's how you learn. This one you can crash over and over. Put it in the dog bowl, pick it up, keep going, keep flying around the
Nice.
house until you get good enough where you're able to go a little faster and a little bigger.
Nice. And so a little unit like this, what would that cost to get the unit? And this uses the goggles like y'all use
So
for the racing?
these little ones right now, the technology is cool and crazy on these drones. The price is dropping every month. That more and more stuff is getting produced. This one's about $100 right now. This is the latest and greatest. It's super fast. It's actually fragile because it's so fast, so that it's not very robust. $100. You can get a controller for $60, and other goggles for $60.
All right, we're going to cut away to our next heat here.
Looked like Gibby with the whole shot.
It doesn't say that. I guess there's some setting.
Yeah, they're just sending us the full shot.
Everybody's still in the air.
Stand in front of that monitor and talk
Oh,
about it.
right. Every time I say that, somebody crashes.
Are you put your mic in his mic or no?
Giving us TV 37.2. Lost 30.4.
Lost right behind, lost 2 seconds behind Gibby.
Lost 45.4. One minute left. Giving us TV 24.4. Lost 24.6.
You don't have to correct when you turn around turns.
TV 40.6.
Night.
Yeah, I've got to set that. It used to be 15 seconds.
Ooh, and they're busting through the Stargate the exact at any moment. The props could be touching, and they could both go down. It's part luck in this sport. It is. Sometimes you touch another quad in the air, and there's nothing you can do.
Okay. I didn't know. I was just asking. How did you get the whole shot this shot?
And we got a little bit of a lap. We got a 1 second lead. 1 second's a lot in this sport, especially some tracks.
25.8.
Do you have your hotspot?
Archer has TV 39.
All right, this round is done. Next pilot should be getting their batteries ready, getting ready to go set up. Faster is better, less downtime, more heats we can get in. The more heats we can get in, the more we can get warmed up. We're trying to memorize this track. We're trying to
Okay, I'm sorry.
figure out where our hands go for every single turn. Once we have it memorized, we can shave down our time substantially.
30.7. All pilots are finished.
21.9.
They're
man.
the last
7-8.
I see. Gibby, I see. Oh, 20.78. I don't know why it didn't show up.
Hey, don't forget the golf cart. Don't forget the golf cart. Too much walk.
Crash 158.9. The race is completed. Up next, race number 1. Open FPV. Heat 1 of 4. Race order is Yellow Snow, KW Boost,
Let me call you back over here.
Burnout,
Oh, you're going to race?
Rainmaker.
Okay. Daniel's going to race. We're getting ready for our next race.
Put a new battery on. You got to check your props. So when you crash, your blades might go off. You got to make sure that, see how they're level? You got to make sure they're level every time you crash. So at every race, you change your battery, you check your props, and you make
And the
sure your quad's
announcement
working.
of
And then
who's
you
in
leave,
it, we don't
because
need that.
when it's ready to go, you got to go.
So you're doing a lot of repairs in between races.
A lot of repairs, a lot of maintenance. There's two
when they're
philosophies.
done with
One
the
is
race, that's
repair
it.
while you're racing. Another one is don't worry about that. Do it when you go home. So people have some gear. Some people just they bring their pre-built all ready to go, and they go through 3 or 4 of them. Because if you wreck one of them, you pick up number 2. If number 2 goes
I
down, you pick
see.
up number 3. Instead,
Nice.
if I break it, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna get it up and going, and try to repair
I
it.
understand.
Because if you bust 3 of them, you're spending money for 3 quads.
Ah.
So the faster you go through them, the more money you spend. I gotta go.
Okay, he's got to get out to a race.
Oh, you're flying. You can skip your.
Pilots are over there, pilot chairs. He's got to get his quad set on the starting pad. Get back out there, Daniel. Get plugged in. Get your power up. get up on the starting pad. And they go from those starting pads through this gate that electronically, as you see during the race, tracks their times, tracks their laps. They're going to call thumbs up, goggles down. Once all the pilots have their goggles down, they call thumbs up.
All right, pilots, arm your quads. Going live on the tone, lesson 5.
And they're ready. Oh, that was a quick start. Somebody got a really quick start. Wow, these guys are fast.
Everything, all my settings.
It takes a lot of practice to be able to turn these things that fast. It's basically you're just teaching your hands muscle memory. You hit a gate, you need to do a split S. Your hands just have to do it. And as you can probably hear, they're pretty loud.
Counting the whole shot as a lap.
And they're so loud because they are eating up that much battery power. By the time they're done, those batteries are next to dead. Oh, we got a crash. Somebody hit a flag and is down. He's flipping. Is he going to get up? And he's up and running. Amazing. Crash into a flag. Put that thing down on the ground. Just pick it right up. Keep flying. As long as you're not broken, you can fly. And he's down again. Same pilot down again. We got 2 pilots down. So we're down to 2 racing pilots or 1. Yep. Looks like we're down to 1 racing pilot. All he's got to do is make time.
Here's to the crazy Ivan. He's got 21 seconds left in the. I think he's going to get 2 more laps.
Wow, he is flying the heck out of that drone.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
And that was his fastest lap, 16 almost flat.
KW Boost 16 1 kilowatt is done. All pilots are finished. The race is completed.
And as you see, we had a race here. We had 3 of our 4 drones crash. We're down to 1 pilot. That pilot still has to make time. He actually, I think, made a record time, and he's a pretty good pilot. We're going to interview him in just a minute.
The Lounge is now open. Lunch is being served, so if you're in between heats, go ahead and get you some fresh.
We've got a pilot's lounge for the pilots, so they can. We've got that catered so they can have something to eat in between their races.
You can walk right on inside and enjoy that. We've got the live broadcast up inside for you too.
All right, we're going to pull somebody else up here to interview.
Hey, how's it going?
Dr. Fry. Here's
Hey.
Dr. Fry. He's our general manager here. He's directing the production here today.
Having a lot of fun today.
A lot of fun.
I
Oh,
tell
the
you.
weather isn't the weather amazing?
It is amazing, and the people that are coming out, we've got several people driving by and coming up, and there's Hank Hennigan, very famous person that just happened to stop by.
Yes,
And,
indeed.
And, you know, I just noticed that all the political candidates have announced that they're starting to hire their people. Who are you going to tie up with this year? Because I know you're always involved.
I am running the campaign for U.S. Senator. I ain't
US
lying.
You're not yet? Oh, okay. Well, I know that he will because you always get involved in politics.
Yes, indeed, I do.
Politics are
I
big.
do.
But today we're doing drone racing, and we want you to come out and see what we got. This is the first of many, we hope. But the pilots are all doing a great job, and they're being very interactive. You can walk through and you can talk to them, find out how to fly like they do, and get to watch the action. It's just a really great place. So come on down and join us. It's open to the public. And if you're looking to sponsor us, contact us, because we want to do this again, and we want sponsors that to benefit from these great pilots, because these guys are really talented.
Oh
Really
yeah,
talented.
yeah. These are some of the best pilots in the state. You won't find drone racing as
Looks like
good
you're
as
going
you're
to fly
seeing here.
again, huh? I'll
Yep,
leave
we
it
got
to
another
you.
one. Yeah, we got another one coming up. Thanks, Hank. See you soon.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right, we've got another heat getting ready to start.
All right, we got heat two. Everyone thumbs up for good video. Everyone's gear's working. Great. We can start the race. All right, here we go. We're going live on the tone in less than 5.
Go ahead.
We have 4 great races here. We have Ben, top left-hand corner, Dustin at top of high. We start reaching the crowd, but it's gotten better so quickly. We got Spartan Burn, top right-hand corner. He will be going nationally, be a nationally ranked pilot coming up, and will be interviewed on TV for ESPN for Drone Racing League. We have Big Money Grip, bottom right-hand corner. He's flying smooth and steady. He's still getting warmed up. He had to spend a lot of time setting it up, and the rest stick time. The more and more you get to practice, the better you get. You got to get warmed up. It takes about 3-4 hours to get fully warmed up where you're in the zone, you're locked in. Trent, bottom left-hand corner from Lafayette, put in the work. And we got 2 quads going along the right side of the chicane, the flags. If you notice, you guys drive left, right, and weave in between the flags. We've got some really close action if you look. And they are going. They're going as fast as they possibly. Oh, we got some mid-airs. We got some crashes. When you hit a gate, you normally hit the ground. And then maybe you get back up and flip over. And it's part luck. If you land up right side up, you can get back up and continue the race. Not Mr. Grip. Not today. Not this race.
You don't have to talk into that on TV.
Okay.
This is live right here. Just chatting for us really helps.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Really appreciate
Because I don't want to blow them out of like they're racing. You know, I can talk and I can say.
They can't hear you.
I'll just explain what drone racing is, like flipping over in the grass and things like that. Because like that doesn't. No one knows. No one knows. You can't get back if you hit the grass. You can't get back up.
Right.
Okay, so I'm explaining like basic fundamentals
That's really good.
of drone racing.
That's really good.
All right. All right, next heat 3. Special.
Where anybody can start from the bottom and come up to the top.
Oh, cool.
So you ain't got to be special. If you can race, there's a regional qualifier series. You can start at the bottom at your local chapter, and you can, like, in 2 weeks we have our big championship in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow. So MultiGP is one of the people who organizes all that.
Yeah, we give the people the tools to run races. Like they can go online, get set up, find local races in the area. Like I could go to California and find races in California. It's a way for us to connect.
And where do they go online to get that information?
MultiGP.com.
MultiGP.com. There you go. If you're interested in getting involved, that's one of the first places you need to go. The second place is Amazon and buy a drone. And then
support your local hobby shop.
Yeah, support your local hobby shop, and then get out to a local playground and practice. Right?
And come out and ask questions. Everybody here, this whole group over here, they'll answer any question you got. They'll let you put their goggles on, see what it feels like to sit in a seat of a quad going around a track. You get one of the fast guys, you might be standing up as they go through the gate.
There you go. And I'll tell you, having spent time with some of these pilots out here, they're some of the friendliest people out here. You just come out to a drone race, ask questions. They're more than happy to talk to you. So how did you get involved with Red Stick Racing and the local and the New
Well, I
Orleans
work
and
with
Lafayette
MultiGP, so I approve all the chapters around the world. So, and I approved their chapter. I started the first one in Louisiana, then they started, and they just came to our races. We intermingle with each other. You know,
Okay.
we support each other. I'm from Lafayette.
Ah, okay.
So we got people here from Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, pretty much the south of the state. We all hang out. We go to each other's races, support each other.
Nice.
Throughout, you know, some of the guys in North Louisiana, they go to Dallas all the time, support people in Dallas.
Oh, nice. Have anybody from our local chapters made it up to any really big races?
We had Kelvin racing around here somewhere. He's made it to last year. He came. Our championship was in Reno, Nevada, so he came to Reno last year for the race.
Nice.
So we had a few people throughout the country who made it up to the big stage.
So these are really good pilots.
Yeah, we have a few that's not here today, like West Como. They came to Reno last year. There's a few other pilots from New Orleans area that couldn't be here today that've been to the big show.
Nice. So like I tell you, you're seeing the racers you see out here are amazing, excellent racers. And we're in the middle of the heat again. But listen, thanks for coming on and letting us know. And,
Well,
and
thank
again,
you.
what's that website again?
MultiGP.com.
MultiGP.com.
You can go to MultiGP.com. You can find Red Stick Racing. Come out and support them. Good bunch of guys.
They can find the New Orleans and the Lafayette
New Orleans,
chapters there
Lafayette,
too.
they racing on Highland Avenue all the time.
Right. Very nice.
Very good bunch of people.
Okay, and you got a great day for racing.
Oh, it couldn't
out
be
here.
better.
A couple of people have asked me about the wind. We've got, about a 5-6 mile
The
an hour
wind doesn't
wind
affect,
here.
not this wind. When it starts to be gusty, 30, 40 miles an hour gust, it might make you
Wow.
fly a little different, but this wind is, I don't even notice the wind.
Oh, nice. And the sun out, beautiful
Oh, yeah,
day.
it's warm,
Listen,
man. It feels
thanks
good.
for coming
Well,
out.
thank you.
Thank you for supporting these guys, and we look forward to
Thank
seeing you
y'all.
again.
This is amazing what the TV station's doing for drone racing.
Yeah.
I wish I had like this in Lafayette.
And,
where I'm
and we
at.
want to encourage people to get into this sport, into this hobby.
The best way is to come out and ask questions.
Come on out and ask questions. You want to know when the races are? MultiGP.com. Look up your local chapter and see that you have their races listed there, right?
all the
Come on
races
out
listed
and
there.
come on out and talk to the pilots, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
For Gibby, Loft, Archer, and Crash.
Got that final battle. Final battle. This is a start. Okay. All right.
All right. So, Daniel, this is
I crashed.
you
I
crashed.
crashed my first round.
Oh, dude, not
Well,
good. You're supposed to be a good pilot. Why
I'm a little rusty. I've been doing the little ones. So the little ones, they level. This one, we're full in control. So if you let go, it's going to keep going. You have to correct every little movement you're correcting. And what happened was,
Look at that.
I went into the gate.
That's not good.
That's not, but this is good. This is very good. This is 30 cents to repair. This is not $30. I can go through 30 cents all day long, and I'm okay with it.
Anything you got to say?
We want to bust the props up. That's part of the drone racing. We have soft gates so we don't shatter our drone because we're
Right.
going so fast. If we hit anything, it's going to win.
And speaking of crashing, I know when this was being all set up this morning, somebody had mentioned how they liked this cushy, soft grass we have for crashing. That there are some courses.
It's a trade-off. It's good and bad. So the soft grass, we're going 30 miles an hour into the ground. We're going to hit mud and dirt. That grass helps buffer a little. The downside to it is technology has gone so far, and what we can do is the quad's upside down. You crash. You're upside down in the thing. You're done. You're done. But technology has recently, within the years, changed it. These props can go reverse, so we can flip back over and go up again. The high grass stops the blade from turning in the grass. So you can't do it no more. So when you're down, you're down. Your quad's better protected, but you can't get back up. Because if you crash, your whole round is done. You can't get 3-4 laps. It doesn't matter how fast you go. If you're on the ground, you're not completing laps.
So a harder ground a harder like a dirt ground or a gravel ground or something, you have a better chance of damage. But if you don't get damage, you can get back up.
Correct. Because
So it's a trade-off
flip
between
it, flip
damage
it back
and getting
over,
back.
and you're off. You're ready.
Trade-off, damage and getting
Yep.
back up.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, listen, pop a new prop
Thursday's
on
prop
there.
on. I'm ready to go. I'm
You're
getting
gonna be
faster
racing
and
again
faster.
today?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All right,
I'm
man.
trying to stay smooth and stable because all these you watch these pilots and you want to stay low to the ground. You don't want to go too high because you got high. Now you got to correct to go low. The less things you're correcting in your brain, the faster you can go. So if you stay low the entire time, you can get better track times. You can be more consistent. Because also like billers, if you're off in one ball, the next ball is harder to shoot. Same
Right.
thing with thing. If one gate's out of line, that next gate is even harder to get to because you're drifting in a direction you should not be drifting. So it's all about being smooth and consistent.
And accurate.
And accurate, correct.
Okay, cool.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
change this
Why
prop.
don't you change your prop and let us know what's going on with the race?
WLFT 93.7. Lock 33.4.
That was right. He pushes it, he can make it.
By the noise. Noise is everything. Every vibration makes the sound of a noise.
So he beat
The more vibrations that we have, the more energy it costs, the less speed you can take. All right, my new prop is on.
WLFT 28.6 WFPV done.
Yeah, it looks like Ruby's got 6 laps.
The race is completed.
All right, now tell me your name.
My name's Roland Lyons.
Roland Lyons. You're the
Okay,
youngest
let us
racer
know
here.
I'm the
right?
youngest racer here, yeah.
And you're how old?
65.
65.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
my-
how long have you been racing drones?
I've been racing drones for about 2 years.
About 2 years. What
Yeah.
got you into it?
Well, I flew remote control everything for a number of years, for about 25, 30 years.
Oh, okay.
And
you
started
flew
flying
with,
started flying drones about 6 years ago.
Okay. You fly with Red Stick RC?
Yes.
Out at the
Right.
out at their what's the name of their field?
Yeah, Red Stick RC. Yeah.
Their field out on the river there.
On
What's
the
it?
river.
Far Park.
It's a
is
Red
it?
Stick. Yeah, Far Park.
Far Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really nice place out there.
It is.
I've
It
been
is.
out there. That's my kids have flown out there. That's really nice.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
don't
nice.
get out there very often. I usually fly on the Highland Park. That's where the
Okay.
drone racing, most of our drone
Right.
racing is.
Right. So what? You just like to fly?
I love to fly. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
fly every chance I get.
Nice, nice. And how have you done so far in the races today?
Well, no one over 60s beat me.
You got bragging rights.
That's right. Yeah, my handle is old timer,
Old time. Oh,
obviously. I'm the oldest one in the group and probably the slowest, but I bet I have as much fun as anyone else does. So
I bet. I tell you,
it's all about enjoyment.
I'm not too far behind you, but yeah, we're just having a great time out here with the weather, and it's just wonderful out here. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Whoever's in charge of weather today, excellent job.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, amen.
So the drone, you built your own drone, or did you
Yes.
buy one pre-built? Or?
Well, all of the above. The first drone I ever had, I built from scratch. I did. We did. My partner and I did purchase an aerial photography drone about 5 years ago, before all the DJI stuff became popular, the Phantom ones, and all of those. We had a Cinestar 6. And I've since repurposed that Cinestar 6 to an X-Class drone racer.
Army quads.
Nice.
So it went from 6 motors to 4, and now it's an X-Class drone. I'll show you pictures of it later on if you want to stop by my table.
We're going to be down there right after this race.
Okay, great.
Thanks you. I appreciate it.
Did that?
I'll be down there in just a minute.
Okay.
Before you keep going. Go on here, going tight. Stay low, stay low. There we go. We'll go around. Top flag. throttle control right here. Oh, it's not lined up. Keep going. All right, let me bust around here. Oh, missed a section of the track. All right, flag, flag. Keep this as tight as I can. Hit the gate, come back around. All right, smooth. I'm too high up. See how high up I am? Gotta stay lower. There we go. Bust 5 forward. Throttle control right here. Slop. Good. Stop. We're gonna slow down. There. They're gonna full throttle. They're gonna bring back around, and we're gonna hit the gate. Oh, I missed the start gate. Gotta reset. Hit the flags. Stay low to the ground. Transfer all energy to going forward. There we go. In rhythm, rocking and rolling. Stay low. Yeah, you see I'm much smoother. That smoother allows me to go faster. Yeah. I'm really getting in tune now. Oh, and I just hit the start gate and I crashed and I land upright. So I'm gonna try to start up again. And I can't arm my car. We'll find, nope. I'm standing up. There we go, I'm right in the air. So look at that, I landed upright, I got lucky. I continue the track and keep going forward. Keep going forward. Just like in golf, keep the ball forward. All right. All right, I gotta get in rhythm. I gotta get in rhythm again. Once you crash, you're out of rhythm, you're out of sync. Your sticks, your fingers, 5, 4, can I break it? Oh, I don't think I made it. That was 1 second left. I don't think I got through the gate in time. So I'm done, and I don't get this free bonus lap. I'm too high up. I need to stay low. I need to stay low to the ground. Y'all are lucky. I am rusty because I am warming up. Every heat, baby. I'm dropping a second. Hey, as long as I'm getting faster.
Roland, we're here with Roland again. You said you're going to show us the drones that you fly, the drones you use. Wow, that's a big one.
This is a it started life as a Cinestar Cinestar 6 for aerial photography drone. Sorry.
Let's try that again.
It started life as a Cinestar 6 aerial photography drone, and I repurposed it to an X-Class drone. For X-Class racing. It's racing with drones this size. 900 millimeters.
Big racing.
Big racing. Big drone racing. Yeah.
Expert stream.
So I repurposed it to this, and it's still in the tuning process and not quite ready to race yet, but it's getting close.
What are the speeds of these models? Do they fly the same speed as the little ones, or do they fly faster? Or?
The professional racers are getting speeds up to 200 miles an hour with these guys.
On a track? Racing?
On a track, yeah.
Wow, that's
and that's just
speed.
That's just top end. You know?
Wow.
Of course, they're not as agile as the smaller copters are.
They're bigger tracks.
It takes more time to turn and what have you. They can't make the sharp turns. A lot of the races actually happen on car tracks, believe it or not. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the broom. You got the airspace.
Exactly.
And you've got a smaller one here.
Yeah. This is called the Baby Hawk Pro. It's a real small. Still flies FPV. You can see the camera. And it's, believe it or not, it's extremely fast and agile for its size. It's a great little front yard flyer.
Really?
Yeah, you can fly this in your front yard and not worry about.
What does that run? How much does that run?
This is about $150.
Okay, is that
plug and play? No, that's just for the drone.
For the drone, then you've got to get the goggles.
And you got to get the goggles, and you got to have the transmitter.
A transmitter, okay.
Right.
So drone, goggles, transmitter.
That's it.
And you're good to go.
That's it.
You're good to go. Fantastic. Well, listen, I appreciate it. That's fantastic. I see we've got some more pilots lining up, getting ready to start a race. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for showing off your stuff.
You're welcome.
Are you going to be racing again today?
I am. Yeah. I'm in Heat 3, which is I think right after this.
Right after this one? Okay, we're going to be rooting for you, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care. All right, let's head on down. Ow. And we've got a race starting. Let's cut back over to our race cameras.
All right, fellas, arm your quads as we go live in less than 5.
If you hit, I hit a gate, I hit something. You got to bend them back. All right, Sasquatch going through the gate, top left-hand corner. He's staying low. He's one of our newer pilots. Look how fast he is because he's staying low. Top right-hand corner is Justin. He has gotten better because he's done online. Through the computer, he's gotten better in real life. You can see the way he snaps his quad, the way how he flicks it and instantly turns a certain degree to get around that gate. He's not even going through the gates straight. If you're going through the gate straight, you're not lined up for the next gate. So if you watch top right-hand corner right now going through this gate, that one was straight. But this one, he's gonna come in at an angle. That was straight. That was straight. Okay, sometimes he's going through straight, and other times he's going through an angle to prepare for the next gate. Because when you're going this speed, and you don't have super fast reaction times, so you have to set up the next turn for you. And that's right, he just bailed out that gate because you don't want to crash. He cannot crash. Whatever he does, he can reroute a reset, do a 180, waste a second, then crash and get on the ground and burn 5-10 seconds. Oh, that was close to that flag. He's getting a little loosey, you see? Once you have one mistake, your mistakes start adding up and you get a little out of control. You get closer to the gates. 10 seconds later, 7, 6, 5. Does he make it? He does. He made it through the start gate. So, if you make it through that gate, this last lap he's on counts. This last lap is everything. He made it through the gate. He can go super slow or he can go really fast. As long as he completes this lap, it counts. So, if you have no battery left, like he is right now, he's just trying to complete it.
All pilots have finished.
All right. Only cause, yeah, only because it was difficult initially.
Yeah.
That's why I just got into that.
I got you. What
But,
company you work for?
Century Rehab, we do rehab work.
All right, we just finished another heat. We're going to have our oldest racer out here in just a minute. His name's Ben, just like my great name. Here he comes. Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Good, how about you?
Ben. So, what happened out there?
I was just going too fast. I was coming around the corner too fast, and I just took too wide of a turn and clipped the side of the gate.
It's not your normal flying, though. You're usually
Yes,
a little
sir.
better than that.
Yes, sir,
How
I
long
am.
have you been flying drones?
I've been flying for just over a year. I
over a
started
year?
2 Novembers ago.
Okay. And you're the oldest racer out here, right?
The opposite. I'm the youngest.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
14. So we've got 14, we've got
The race is
60, we've
completed.
got everything in between. Which is fantastic. How did you get into drone racing like this?
So I've always been into engineering and building stuff, doing things with my hands. So my dad and I, we were driving down Highland Road, passed by the drone field, and we saw Randall flying. So we decided to stop by, check it all out, because at the time we thought it was just a toy. So we get there, we actually take a closer look at it, and it's a lot more involved than that. We have to build the quads, charge all the batteries, everything like that.
Wow. And you got hooked?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For Christmas, I got a radio, the quad, and then the simulator, which is like real life, but it's on the computer. And I was probably playing it 4 hours a day, just getting better.
Wow.
And eventually, I'm here where I am.
So everybody's been telling us that it takes a lot of practice to get this good and really but it pays off, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're having time of your life, huh? I can
Yes,
tell.
sir.
You were out there just lit up when you're racing. You're just lit. I can tell. You're having fun, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen, thanks for being on.
Thank
We
you.
might even call you back for a little more interview later on.
Yes, sir.
All right, and that's we're here at WLFT Live Fly, live broadcast of drone racing here at WLFT Studios. And we're going to be taking a commercial break in just a little bit.